Good morning, everyone. Today I am presenting my seminar on childhood leukemias. Introduction. Cancer is one of the leading causes of death in children. The incidence of cancer in children under the age of 15 years varies worldwide. Despite significant advances in the treatment and early detection, cancer is the second major cause of child mortality in developed world. Incidence. Based on results of 2018 cancer registration, there were 2 lakh cases of cancers in children aged 0 to 14 years in both genders, of which 65,000 were related to leukemia. The results exhibited that 74,000 deaths were attributed to cancer in children aged 0 to 14 years, of which 29,000 were caused by leukemia. Therefore, leukemia appears to be the most common cancer and the leading cause of death in children aged 0 to 14 years. The highest incidence of leukemia was recorded in Asia, that is 62.6%. Also, the highest mortality rate was observed in Asia, that is 73.1%. Based on the results of cancer statistic in 2018, 65,000 cases of leukemia were recorded in children aged 0 to 14 years, of which 37,000 were males and 27,000 were females. Childhood leukemias. The most common childhood leukemia is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which accounts for nearly 73% of total childhood leukemias. Second one is acute myeloid leukemia, and rare one is chronic myeloid leukemia, which accounts for less than 4% of all leukemias. This is the image showing incidence rate and mortality rate of leukemia, which is 32.5% and 39% respectively. Leukemias are neoplastic proliferation of hematopoietic cells. It is divided into two broad categories depending upon the cell lineage: acute myeloid leukemia and acute lymphoblastic leukemia. This is the WHO classification of acute leukemias 2016. Acute myeloid leukemia is divided into AML with recurrent genetic abnormalities, AML with myelodysplastic related changes, therapy related myeloid neoplasms, AML not otherwise specified, acute leukemias of ambiguous lineage, B lymphoblastic leukemia, which is further divided into B lymphoblastic leukemia not otherwise specified, B lymphocytic leukemia with recurrent genetic abnormalities, T lymphoblastic leukemia. Risk factors: environmental factors, ionizing radiation. Exposure of ionizing radiation and X-rays are associated with increased risk. Drugs. Leukemia develops in patients who have administered alkylating agents of neoplasm like Hodgkin's lymphoma. Acute myeloid leukemia occurs in myeloma patients treated with melphalan. Chemicals such as benzene causes chromosomal abnormality resulting in higher incidence of acute leukemias. Molecular pathogenesis. Leukemia is a multi-step process and single mutations are not enough to produce acute leukemia. Numerical and structural chromosomal abnormalities are found in 90% of ALL. Numerical abnormality most commonly are hyperploidy greater than 50 chromosomes and hypoploidy. Structural abnormality. Most TALLs have mutations in Notch1 gene. Most BLLs have mutations in PAX5, E2A, EBF gene mutations required for B cell development. These mutations result in proliferation without maturation. Diagnosis of acute leukemia. Presently, the diagnosis of acute leukemia requires the presence of 20% or more blast in the bone marrow. Subclassification of acute leukemias is based on morphology, cytochemistry, immunophenotyping, cytogenetics, and molecular genetics. Morphology of blasts. Blast cells have following morphology: high nuclear cytoplasmic ratio, nucleus is large with open chromatin, thin rim to moderate amount of cytoplasm. Cytochemistry. Cytochemistry is the study of chemical elements found in the cytoplasm of the cells. Sometimes differentiating AML from ALL is not possible only on morphological grounds. In such cases, cytochemical stains will be of helpful. For example, in lymphoblast, positive cells are present while lymphoblast is negative for myeloperoxidase Sudan block and non-specific esterase, while myeloblasts are positive for myeloperoxidase Sudan black, non-specific esterase and negative for PAS10. Immunophenotyping. The leukemic cells express cell surface and cytoplasmic antigens which can be detected by using monoclonal antibodies directed against those antigens. Immunophenotyping is useful when morphological and cytochemical features cannot differentiate the type of leukemia. It can be performed by two techniques: immunochemistry. By this method, peripheral smear and bone marrow smears are stained by MCS, flow cytometry. Cytogenetics. It is defined as the study of chromosomes, their structure and their inheritance. Chromosomal abnormalities may be classified into numerical and structural. Numerical abnormality. They are classified into aneuploidy and polyploidy. Aneuploidy is characterized by number of chromosomes which is not multiple of haploid number of 23 chromosome, for example trisomy, and polyploidy is chromosomal number more than 46, for example triploidy and tetraploidy. Structural abnormality. These include balanced and unbalanced rearrangements, inversion, deletions, insertions, isochromosomes, ring formation, etc. Cytogenetics analysis is important for determination of prognosis and selection of post-remission therapy. Molecular genetics. It is based on DNA analysis and its usefulness is in acute leukemias is to determine the clonal origin, detect T cell receptor genes in ALL. Methods of molecular genetics are fluorescent in situ hybridization, Southern blot techniques, and polymerase chain reaction. Clinical presentation of leukemias. First one is bone marrow failure. Most often leukemic patients present with signs and symptoms of bone marrow failure due to replacement of normal marrow hematopoietic cells by leukemic blast cells. All or any of the three cell lines are decreased, which result in anemia, neutropenia and thrombocytopenia. This is the image showing normal marrow. Second image is of entire marrow which is replaced by blast cells. Third one image is also showing some blast cells having scanty cytoplasm which is infiltrating the marrow. Leukostasis. Stasis of blood flow may develop when blast count in peripheral blood is above 50,000 per cubic millimeter of blood. It is more common in acute myeloid leukemia than acute lymphoblastic leukemia because myeloblast is larger and express adhesive proteins. Most of the patients have leukostasis which is responsible for following symptoms: headache, confusion and visual disturbances. Coagulopathy. Both disseminated intravascular coagulation and primary fibrinolysis may lead to hemorrhagic diathesis in addition to that due to thrombocytopenia. Disseminated intravascular coagulation is observed in AML-L3, that is promyelocytic leukemia. Tumor lysis syndrome. It is a group of metabolic complications that can occur after treatment of leukemia and is caused by breakdown of the products of dying tumor cells. The killed tumor cells release intracellular ions and large of metabolic products such as potassium, phosphate and nucleic acid into systemic circulation. They result in metabolic abnormalities like hyperkalemia, hyperphosphatemia, hyperuricemia, hyperuricosuria, hypocalcemia. Extramedullary infiltration. Leukemic blasts infiltrate organs like lymph node, spleen, gingiva, skin and meninges, leading to following symptoms: gingival hypertrophy and infiltration of skin, hepatosplenomegaly, lymphadenopathy, leukemic meningitis. Now coming to acute lymphoblastic leukemia, it is a group of neoplasm consisting of immature precursor B or T lymphocytes known as lymphoblasts. About 85% of ALLs are tumors of precursor B cells which are primarily seen in childhood and present as acute leukemias. Remaining 50% of ALL are derived from precursor T cells and present in adolescent men as lymphomas. In 2016 WHO classification, acute lymphoblastic leukemia has been grouped with lymphoblastic lymphoma. The two major groups of ALL are, first one is B lymphoblastic leukemia and second one is T lymphoblastic leukemia. B-ALL and T-ALL are diseases of children and 75% of cases occur in children less than 6 years of age. 85% of cases of ALL are of B-ALL and 15% are T-ALL. However, in India, T-ALL prevalence is higher. Epidemiology. ALL is a disease of children with 75% cases in children less than 6 years of age. B-ALL constitute 10% of lymphoblastic lymphoma and remaining 90% of ALL are of T lineage. Conversely, leukemic presentations are common with T lineage ALL. Bone marrow is involved in all cases of B-ALL and peripheral blood is usually involved. Extramedullary involvement occurs in lymph nodes, CNS, spleen, liver. In B-ALL, frequencies of involvement are skin, soft tissue, bone and lymph nodes. This image is showing chromosomal abnormalities found in adults and children in acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Adults are commonly affected by chromosomal abnormalities such as hypoploidy, hyperploidy, translocations 922, 1040, 14, etc. And children are mostly affected by hyperploidy, 9p abnormality, 12p abnormality and translocations 922. These are the factors predisposing acute lymphoblastic leukemia. First one is genetic, such as Down's syndrome, Turner's syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Fanconi's, neurofibromatosis, ataxia, telangiectasia, Li-Fraumeni syndrome, Bloom's syndrome, etc. Environmental factors such as ionizing radiation, drugs, alkylating agent, nitrosuria, benzene exposure, advanced maternal age, paternal smoking, etc. This is a classification of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It is classified into L1, L2 and L3 types. L1 type of ALL is characterized by small cells with homogeneous nucleus, scanty cytoplasm, small nucleoli, while L2 and L3 are of large sized cells with variably often moderately amount of cytoplasm with one or more nucleoli. L3 is characterized by prominent cytoplasmic vacuolation. This table is showing subtypes of B lineage ALL. These are pro-B ALL, common ALL, pre-B ALL, mature B, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. HLA-DR CD19 and cyclin CD79A shows positivity in all these groups, while TDT is showing positivity in pro-B and common ALL, whereas CD10 shows positivity in common ALL and pre-B ALL, whereas it is negative in other subtypes. Surface membrane immunoglobulin expression is positive in mature B ALL. Clinical features, age and sex. ALL is the most common hematological malignancy of children. Most common found between 1 to 5 years of age, and second peak in adults is found between 30 to 40 years. There is slight male predominance. Onset is abrupt. Symptoms are lymphadenopathy, hepatosplenomegaly, central nervous system involvement. Lab findings, total WBC count is markedly raised. Hemoglobin progressively decreases and may be reduced to even 3 gram per dl. Peripheral smear shows RBC's normocytic normochromic type anemia. WBC's total count is markedly increased. Blasts may replace normal myeloid series and cause neutropenia. Platelets thrombocytopenia is common and is responsible for bleeding from skin and mucosa. Cytochemistry. Periodic acid shift stain demonstrates cytoplasmic aggregates of positive material, that is block positivity, in acute lymphoblastic leukemias, and it is negative for myeloperoxidase and Sudan black B. This is an image showing cytochemistry in acute leukemia. Here we can see AML is positive with MPO, Sudan black B, and non-specific esterase in M4, M5 and M7, whereas it is negative for ALL. PAS shows block positivity in ALL. Bone marrow. Cellularity. Bone marrow is markedly hypocellular due to proliferation of blasts which replace normal hematopoietic cells. Erythropoiesis and myelopoiesis are reduced. Megakaryopoiesis gradually decreases. Blast constitute 20 to 100% of marrow cells. This is an image of ALL-EL1 subtype of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It shows blast cells which are small, uniform size with scant amount of cytoplasm. Nuclei have coarsely clumped chromatin and indistinct nucleoli. This is L2 subtype of ALL, which is showing bone marrow aspirate smear, demonstrating medium to large sized blasts. Nuclei are variable in shape and contain 1 to 2 nuclei with clumped chromatin and irregular nuclear membranes. The blasts have scant to moderate amount of pale basophilic cytoplasm. Image B is showing lymphoblasts which are negative for myeloperoxidase. One myeloid precursor in the field shows myeloperoxidase positivity. This is L3 subtype of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It is also called as Burkitt's lymphoma or leukemia. A is showing blast cells with intermediate size and finely clumped nuclear chromatin, moderate amount of basophilic cytoplasm with prominent vacuoles. Cytochemistry in ALL L3. Image B is showing myeloperoxidase negativity in blast of Burkitt's lymphoma. Image A is showing sheets of blast cell in bone marrow biopsy demonstrating CD19 positivity, whereas image B is showing CD10, that is good prognostic marker expression observed in trypsin biopsy. This is image showing acute lymphoblastic leukemia cytogenetic and molecular subtypes. We can see here these are based on prognosis. Translocations 12, 21, translocation 8, 14 and hyperploidy are of good prognosis, whereas translocation 9, 22, 119 and 411 are of poor prognosis. Also hyperploidy shows poor prognosis. Immunophenotyping. A specialized DNA polymerase called deoxynucleotide transferase, that is TDT, is expressed by pre-B and pre-T cell lymphoblasts and is positive in ALL. Distinction between ALLs of precursor B and T cell origin requires lineage specific markers. Immature B cell express the pan B cell marker CD19 and 10. Precursor T ALL cell express CD2, CD5 and CD8. Biochemical findings: hyperuricemia, hyperkalemia, hyperphosphatemia. These features are due to tumor lysis syndrome. Hypocalcemia due to hyperphosphatemia. Increased LDH due to increased turnover of leukemic cells. Uncommon variant of ALL. It is based on morphology. Small cell variant. Blasts are small and may be mistaken for lymphocytes. Second one is hand mirror variant. This is cytoplasmic protrusion from the blast. In this prognosis is unaltered. Granular cell ALL. Blasts are large with cytoplasmic azurophilic granules. In this prognosis is worse. ALL with associated eosinophilia. This is BLL with translocation 514. In this, eosinophilia is reactive. This image is showing hand mirror variant of ALL. In this variant, we can see unipolar cytoplasmic protrusion on one side of the left of one cell. Image B is of electron microscopy, which is showing uropods. Now coming to acute myelogenous leukemia. It is neoplasm of hematopoietic progenitor due to acquired mutations which hinder its differentiation, resulting in accumulation of immature myeloblast in the marrow. It is also called as myeloid, myeloblastic and myelocytic leukemia. Molecular pathogenesis. In AML, many recurrent genetic abnormalities disrupt gene encoding transcription factor which are involved in normal myeloid differentiation. Aberrant tyrosine kinase activation is common feature of AML. Thus, mutated tyrosine kinase along with transcription factor aberration result in development of AML. Clinical features. Age. AML may develop at any age but is more common in adults. Symptoms. They are related to depressed marrow function due to infiltration by neoplastic blast cells. These include symptoms due to anemia, neutropenia and thrombocytopenia. Laboratory findings. Peripheral blood. The characteristic feature is the presence of blast in the blood and bone marrow with reduction of normal hematopoietic cells. Total WBC count is rest. In few cases, count may be normal or even reduced. Hemoglobin, it is decreased and ranges from 5 to 9 gram per dl. Peripheral smear, RBC, they show normocytic normochromic type of anemia. WBC shows markedly increased and leukemic blast cells may replace normal myeloid series in the marrow and can cause neutropenia. Differential count shows more than 20% myeloid blast. Morphology of myeloblasts. Size. Myeloblasts are 3 to 5 times larger than diameter of small lymphocyte. High NC ratio. Nucleus is fine nuclear chromatin with 2 to 4 variably prominent nuclei. Cytoplasm, more amount of cytoplasm than lymphoblasts. Or rods. They are distinctive azurophilic needle-like structure of varying length and width. They represent an abnormal alignment and crystallization of azurophilic granules and are peroxidase positive. They are particularly numerous in MLM3. Presence of rods is definitive evidence of myeloid differentiation. Bone marrow. Cellularity. Bone marrow is markedly hypercellular due to proliferation of blasts replace normal hematopoietic cells. Erythropoiesis is markedly suppressed. Myelopoiesis, it shows suppression of myeloid maturation and myeloblasts constitutes more than 20% of marrow cells. Megakaryopoiesis are gradually decreased. Biochemical findings. Hyperuricemia, hyperkalemia, hyperphosphatemia, hypocalcemia, serum lysozyme increased. Cytogenetics. It is very important in WHO classification of AML. Balanced chromosomal translocations, particularly translocations 821, inversion 16, translocation 15, 17 are associated with AMLs arising de novo in the young adults. AMLs which follow myelodysplastic syndrome or exposure to DNA damaging agents commonly have chromosomal abnormalities like deletion or monosomies involving chromosome 5 and 7. AML is elderly associated with deletion of chromosome 5q and 7q. Prognosis. AML has a fulminant course and has worse prognosis than ALL. Cytogenetics marker are major determinants of prognosis. This is a table showing FAB classification of AML. M0 is undifferentiated AML, M1 is without maturation, M2 is with maturation, M3 is promyelocytic AML, M4 is myelomonocytic AML, M5 is monocytic AML, M6 is erythroid AML and M7 is megakaryocytic. Coming to AML M0 subtype of AML which is with minimal evidence of myeloid differentiation. The blasts here are usually resemble M1 blast or L2 lymphoblast. These are large with small amount of gray-blue cytoplasm. Nucleus has open chromatin with greater than 1 nucleoli. Blast are Sudan black B positive. Less than 3% blast may be myeloperoxidase Sudan black B positive, but usually negative along with negativity with PAS and NSC. Confirmation of AML lineage is by CD13, CD33, CD117. This image is showing M0 subtype of AML. Image A is of peripheral blood mesh showing large cells with a small amount of pale grey-blue cytoplasm. The chromatin is fine opened up with one or more prominent nucleoli. Image B is showing blast cells having negativity for MPO stain. In AML M0, less than 3% blasts may be MPO positive but are usually negative for all cytochemical stains. Now, AML M1 subtype of AML. This accounts for 15 to 20% of AML cases. Blasts are usually large with variable nuclear cytoplasmic ratio. Very rare blasts may demonstrate OR-RODS. M1 is differentiated from M2 AML by the fact that blasts are greater than 90% and no more than 10% of non-erythroid cells in marrow belong to maturing granulocyte component, that is promyelocyte, myelocyte, neutrophils. AML M2 type of subtype, which is with maturation. This is the commonest subtype, that is 30% of AML. The most common frequent cytogenic abnormality is translocation 821. It occurs in young patients. In the bone marrow, blasts vary from 20 to 89% of non-erythroid cells. Maturing component consists of greater than 10% of promyelocyte, myelocyte, metamyelocyte and granulocyte, and this helps in distinguishing it from AML M1. Some cells demonstrate few primary granules or rods are present in some of the blasts. Blasts are positive for MPOs, SPB and chloroacetate esterase reaction. This image is showing M2 subtype of ALL. Image A is showing large blast cells. These blasts have variable nuclear cytoplasmic ratio with scant to moderate amount of pale basophilic cytoplasm. There is complete lack of any maturing granulocyte in this field. Image B is showing MPO negativity and showing a faint granular positivity in the cytoplasm of the two blast cells, while the others are negative. The imprint smear also shows variation in size of blast. This image is of bone marrow trophine biopsy showing sheets of blast cells demonstrating positivity with anti-MPO monoclonal antibodies. Coming to AML M3 subtype of AML, that is acute promyelocytic leukemia. Acute promyelocytic leukemia is subtype of AML in which blasts may be less than 20%, but instead the marrow and blood demonstrate the atypical leukemic promyelocyte and is also known as PML-RARA positive leukemia. The molecular alteration PML-RARA is diagnostic of acute promyelocytic leukemia. It can be diagnosed by FISH. Quantitative assay of PML-RARA by PCR is carried out especially while monitoring during chemotherapy. Response to it in PML-RARA positive cases is excellent, while variant RARA translocation have a variable response. And this image is of M3 subtype of AML. Image A is showing two atypical promyelocyte in peripheral blood with coarsely granular cytoplasm. The nucleus is oval in shape and shows presence of 2 to 4 nuclei. B and C images are showing phagoid cells, and D figure is showing PHI bodies in the leukemic cells. These are rounded ovoid purplish pink structure near the cytoplasmic membranes. Coming to M4 subtype, it is also called as acute myelomonocytic leukemia. AML M4 accounts for nearly 20% of all AML cases. These cases have variable morphological features unlike uniform in morphology in M1, M2 and M3. These cases are also associated with several non-random deletion invergent translocation like T911 deletion 7q deletion 5q. AML and the AML M2 are the most frequent kinds of secondary leukemia following alkylator therapy. M4 is the most common acute leukemia in infants. Morphology: both myeloblast and monoblast coexist in proportion varying reciprocally from 20 to 80%. Criteria for diagnosis of AML M4: blast greater than 20% of marrow non-erythroid cells, and monocytic component is greater than 20% non-erythroid cells. Image is showing M4 subtype of AML peripheral smear, which is showing large monocytoid cells which have abundant pale blue granular cytoplasm, ovate to reniform nuclei. The blast cells with round to oval nuclei are seen. There is thrombocytopenia. The monocytic component of AML M4 is more evident in peripheral blood smear than in marrow. Image B is showing bone marrow having hypercellular infiltration with myeloblast, maturing myeloid cells and monocytic cells. Coming to M5 subtype of AML, it is also called as acute monocytic leukemia. In AML M5, the differentiation is restricted to monocytic series. It is generally characterized by high cell count, propensity for extramedullary infiltration into skin, gums, meninges, lungs, forming extramedullary masses and lymph nodes, and rapid progression. This is an uncommon variant and accounts for 7 to 10% of AMLs. Plasma and urine imidase levels are raised and the levels are proportional to leukemic cell count. Coming to M6 subtype of erythroid differentiation, there is rare leukemia constituting only 3 to 4% of all cases of AML. These cases often present with profound anemia. There are three subtypes of subtypes: M6A, M6B and M6C. However, M6A has been recently excluded from the acute leukemias. M6A, the criteria of M6A are erythroblasts greater than 50% of bone marrow nucleated cells, blasts greater than 20% of bone marrow non-erythroid cells. The erythroid component is prominent feature of AML M6. The erythroblast demonstrate bizarre megaloblastic macronormoblastic reaction, nucleocytoplasmic asynchrony, binuclearity, karyorrhexis, and very few giant cells. AML M6B, pure erythroid leukemia. This variant of M6 in which malignancy is the early pro-erythroblasts, which are greater than 30% of bone marrow cells. Erythroblasts are large with basophilic cytoplasm with few vacuolation, nuclei are round with fine chromatin and 1 to 2 nuclei. AML M6 type of this entity is not included in FAB and WHO classification of AML. AML M7 subtype of acute myeloid leukemia. It is also called as acute megakaryocytic leukemia. It is an uncommon form of AML accounting for 8 to 10% of all AML cases in adults and 2 to 3% of cases in children. It is not an uncommon form of blast crisis in CML since it occurs in nearly 20% of Ph positive CML cases. Criteria for diagnosis are blast greater than 20% of bone marrow nucleated cells, confirmation of megakaryoblast by immunological markers CD61 and CD41. These are the prognostic factors of AML. Favorable prognostic factors are age less than 40 years, AML without antecedent myelodysplastic syndrome, blast cells with OR-RODS, TLC greater than less than 25,000, FAB subtypes such as M2, M3, M4, translocation 1517, 821, inversion 16. Unfavorable prognostic factors are high WBC count, AML with preceding myelodysplastic syndrome, extreme of age that is less than 2 years and greater than 55 years, extramedullary diseases in AML M5, presence of CNS involvement, FAB subtypes such as M0, M6 and M7, trisomy 8, deletion 7, deletion 5q, expression of MDR1 gene, etc. Now coming to juvenile myelomonocytic leukemia. It is a clonal hematopoietic disorder of childhood characterized by proliferation mainly of the granulocyte and monocytic lineage. It is a rare disease found in children below 14 years with 75% occurring in children less than 3 years of age. Peripheral smear shows normocytic normchromic anemia, Total leukocyte count is raised, but myelocytes are not the predominant cells. Platelets are decreased. Fetal hemoglobin increased in 70% of cases. Clinical features. The symptoms of anemia and splenomegaly are usually present. Lymphadenopathy may also be present. These patients have neither Philadelphia chromosome nor BCR-ABL. Prognosis is very fatal. Now coming to chronic myeloid leukemia. It is an acquired clonal myeloproliferative neoplasm of abnormal pluripotent hematopoietic stem cells. It is characterized by neoplastic proliferation causing excessive production and reduced apoptosis of cells of the myeloid series in the marrow. Etiology, it is unknown. Exposure to ionizing radiation may increase the risk and is dose dependent. CML in children. CML in children may be of two types. Adult type CML in children. This form is seen in adolescents and has the same clinical and morphologic findings as in adults. BCR-ABL positive CML. Juvenile and chronic myelogenous leukemia, that is juvenile myelomonocytic leukemia. This is seen in young children and is characterized by monocytosis with BCR-ABL negative chromosomal profile. WHO has included JMML in the myelodysplastic syndrome. Molecular pathogenesis, Philadelphia chromosome. It is a balanced reciprocal translocation between long arm of chromosome 9 and chromosome 22. This results in an increase in the length of chromosome 9 and shortened long arm of one of the chromosome 22. This shortened chromosome 22 is called as Philadelphia chromosome. This image is showing chromosome 9 and Philadelphia chromosome. BCR-ABL fusion gene. It results in conversion of ABL proto-oncogene into a functioning oncogene with enhanced tyrosine kinase activity. Most important oncoprotein produced by BCR-ABL oncogene is P210. The oncoprotein binds directly to the adaptor proteins which induces signal transduction pathway without activation of growth factor receptor. Net effect of these events is cell division and inhibition of apoptosis independent of ligand binding. Clinical features. CML is rare in childhood. Age, it primarily is seen in 5th and 6th decades of life. Sex, males are affected slightly more than females. Onset is gradual with vague non-specific symptoms. About 50% of patients remain asymptomatic and are diagnosed during routine medical or blood examination. Clinical features. Anemia, hepatomegaly, bleeding, venous thrombosis, leukostasis and gouty arthritis. Lab findings. Hemoglobin, it is usually less than 11 gram per dl. Peripheral smear show moderate degree of normocytic normochromic anemia. WBC is characterized by marked leukostasis. Shift to left with granulocytes at all stages are found in peripheral blood. Basophilia and eosinophilia are usually observed. Decreased NAP and lab score in CML usually below 20. Platelets, up to 50% of patients have thrombocytosis. This is a FAB classification of CML. It is divided into three subtypes: chronic granulocytic leukemia, atypical CML, and chronic myelomonocytic leukemia. Chronic granulocytic leukemia is a classical CML with a Philadelphia positive chromosome and Philadelphia negative chromosome. Atypical CML, this is a Philadelphia negative disease with monocytosis intermediate between classical CML and CMML, with prominent dysplasia of granulocytic and megakaryocytic series in myelodysplastic syndrome. Chronic myelomonocytic leukemia, this is a Philadelphia negative leukemia with prominence of monocytes in peripheral blood. Phases of CML, it is triphasic in nature: chronic phase, accelerated phase and elastic phase. Chronic phases of massive leukostasis, accelerated phases with sudden rise in blast cells and clinical deterioration. Elastic phase with blast greater than 20% in bone marrow with rapid deterioration clinically. This is the image showing peripheral blood having leukostasis with all stages of myeloid cells from blast cells to neutrophils. This image is showing two basophils which seen in smear from a case of CML. Basophils are smaller than neutrophils and the nucleus is covered by basophilic granules. Transformation of CML. CML usually transfers to an Accelerated phase after 2 to 5 years of disease. Accelerated phase, these are the cases of CML in which the blasts are less than 20%, usually in the ranges of 10 to 9%. Persistent thrombocytosis or basophilia greater than 20% are very important. Increasing blast in peripheral blood is diagnostic of CML accelerated phase. This is the image showing peripheral blood having increased number of basophils with myeloid precursor, and in this case there was 22% basophilia with diminished platelets. Image B is showing peripheral blood film showing increased blast cells. WHO criteria for diagnosis of CML blastic phase are blasts greater than 20% of peripheral blood white cells or bone marrow cells, extramedullary blast proliferation, large foci of blast. CD34 and TDT-ISC should be carried out to confirm their blastic nature and differentiate from promyelocyte which are normally present in paratrabecular areas. This is the image showing blastic phase of CML. Take home message: childhood ALS is a curable condition with 5-year disease-free survival rate. It is a heterogeneous disease. Treatment need to be stratified according to risk factors that pertain to patient, his disease and his response to treatment. These are my references. Thank you.